sometimes the universe has such a sense of humor that I do not get a joke. However, she always provides for me, which can be incredibly frustrating because it's like, why did we have to go through this entire process to get here? And like, now it's all gonna fucking make sense. Like, but I feel like I cannot only be the only person that has been experiencing some chaos recently. And so I wanted to point out, when you start paying attention, the universe is constantly showing you synchronicity. And the more that you pay attention, the more synchronicity that there actually is. Okay, so I am going to share a little bit about myself. And by the end of this video, I will have shared with you all of the synchronicities that I have been experiencing today. And you're going to be like, girl, what the fuck? And I concur. But the universe always provides. So, for context, back in May, I take myself to Portland, and I have wanted to go to the Oregon coast since I was 11 years old. I have known without a doubt that I belonged there and that my soul would feel something that was so profound that it was an absolute need. And I've never gotten there. And in May, I had just broken up with my ex-partner, and I decided to take an impromptu trip by myself. It was my first ever solo trip, going that far, and I literally did the whole thing in 64 hours, and it was the coolest adventure of my fucking life. And I have so many photos and videos that I took, and I literally had the best fucking time. And there was so much synchronicity even on that trip. But two important things happen on this trip. Number one, I sit with Yamaya, and Yamaya is the ocean, and I sit with her and I tell her about the pain and the anger and the grief that I am carrying, that I don't seem to know how to let go of, because what the fuck was this relationship that I was just in for 6 years? And why did I love somebody so much that did not seem to be affected by my absence in any fucking real capacity? And feeling really just a lot of, things and a lot of loss. And I went and I sat with the ocean, and I communed with the ocean, is what I usually say. I communed with the ocean, and she was so beautiful, and she was so vast, and she gave me such knowledge and power that I literally came home and went no contact with my ex, which was crazy, and I never thought that I would be able to do, or never wanted to do. But alas, the second thing that happens is there is a diner here in Salt Lake, and at the time they only had 2 locations, one in Salt Lake and one in Oregon. And I think I found this information out probably 3 or 4 years ago, and then immediately promptly forgot it. I wouldn't have known if you had asked me where the second location is. I would have been like, maybe it's somewhere in Oregon. And I'm out in Oregon, and I take a wrong turn, and I have maps on, but I take a wrong turn regardless, and I end up passing by the second location of this diner. And this diner and I've had multiple people compare us, because I own a bakery and they specialize in vegan food, and people have said, oh my god, you and Vertical Diner are incredible, right? And it's been a huge compliment. So I'm in Oregon, I'm by myself, I'm on this soul journey. Crows for confirmation. I'm on this soul journey, and I randomly, synchronistically pass by the second location of this place. And I'm like, this is a fucking sign. And it's at this point on this journey that I decide that I'm going to open a location in Portland. Many other synchronicities happen that lead me to this conclusion being the absolute truth, but this is the first one. And I'm like, I'm going to open a second location. On this trip, I don't know where this fucking comes from, I start shaking hands with people, and I'm like, hi, my name is Alex, I own da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna be back in a year and a half, and I want to do business with you. Let's keep in touch. They're like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, somebody, and you'll find out. This is important because now we jump to the future. We jump to the present. 9 days ago, I have an experience where I run into somebody from my past. 8 days ago, I reach out to that person because I had not integrated my lesson yet. 7 days ago, this person reaches back out to me, and we decide to hang out. I abandon myself for 48 hours. And for 48 hours, I am so in love and so ready to just forget about the past and give things up. And it doesn't quite work like that. And as you would guess, at the end of the 48 hours, we're here. So, and over the next 5 days, the last 5 days, I have been integrating all of the self-discovery and the truth and the self-actualization that I discovered when spending time with this person. Furthermore, I also have been pulling toxicity out of different parts of my body that I did not even know existed. And I'm so fucking grateful, because what an honor to be able to like dive deeper into myself. And I am writing a book, and it's called Rooted Surrender. And there have been so many times that I have literally, metaphorically, not literally, metaphorically, energetically dove off of these cliffs of unknowing and just been like, I surrender. And there's been a couple of experiences where I couldn't surrender facing the cliff, and I literally like turned around and would be like, hey, catch me, and threw myself off the cliff. I have had multiple experiences where I can like feel myself free fall, which is fascinating. So the last 5 days have felt a little bit like that, and unfortunately I'm really great at paying karma really rapidly, especially other people's, and it has been interesting. So yesterday I go and I sit with the water because I saw a YouTube video. Again, synchronicity. Like, we're thinking synchronicities, okay? So yesterday I see a video. It says go sit with the water. I'm like, hey, that actually worked back in May. So like, yeah, let me go do that. So I go and I sit with the water, and I have a transcendent experience. I really do, because I do. And it's exactly what I need. And I'm able to release a lot of those emotions again. And then I go in DoorDash, because one of the things that I abandoned when I abandoned myself in this 48-hour period was my financial responsibilities. And now I'm behind, and other people are paying the price for that with me. And I need to get them taken care of. I need to get them square. I need to make sure shit like this doesn't ever happen again, right? So I'm door dashing, and at some point I decided to take a break, and this leads me up to the nature preserves where I record the video that I posted yesterday. So whatever video was right before this. And my friend calls me. She wants to hang out. I say, okay, well, I have to DoorDash. And she's like, all right, well, can I come with you? I'm like, fuck yeah, you can. Like, hell yeah, it's a party. We park her car, and we go DoorDash. And we come back at 2 a.m., and her car has been towed. And neither of us have fucking money, but her car can't stay in the tow yard. So we both come up with about $200, and we get her car out. And every penny that I earned yesterday goes to getting her car out of the tow yard. And my financial responsibilities are still no closer to getting paid off. And it is just a lot. And last night I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what the fuck, bro? And I'm like, no, this is not how the universe gets me. This is a test for my soul. Like, stress is the test for my soul that the matrix yields, and I know that. And like, I'm not gonna give in to this. Like, yeah, the stress is there and it'll be there, but it is what it fucking is. And my friend even asked me, she's obviously pissed, her car is gone, and she's enraged, and I'm trying not to laugh. I do laugh. I laugh a lot. And she's like, why are you fucking laughing? And I'm like, because there's nothing we can do, you know? Like, the situation has already happened. There's only one resolution. Like, there's nothing that can be done. Like, we just have to take care of it. And like, it's gonna bite us both in the fucking ass. Like, but we're gonna learn something from this, and this is never gonna fucking happen again. And I remember when I used to, like, had just started dating my ex, that this was something that would happen to us a lot. Like, we would get into these crazy situations that, like, no normal person that I know would go through. And he would just start laughing. And I would be like, why the fuck are you laughing? Like, what the fuck is happening here? And he would be like, it just is what it is. Like, it just is what it is. And we have to figure it out. Like, there's no other solution. My eyes are so dry, you guys. I only slept like 3.5 hours. Ugh. But he's like, there's no other solution. Like, you just have to, like, laugh it off. Like, there's literally nothing else you can do. It's like this, like, almost, you're so pissed that you're just laughing. And it's like, yeah. And so last night, I'm like, oh, fucking never again. I started giggling. I'm like, never fucking again. Never fucking again. You will not catch me slacking like this again. Like, I can't believe I got caught slacking like this right now. Like, fuck this shit, bruh. And, I wake up this morning. I have a really hard conversation with my roommate. This is where the synchronicity start, okay? Because I go back to the water. And I make an offering, and I sit with the water again, and I feel a little bit more peaceful. And then I call my best friend, and I tell him about last night, and he's like, girl, have you learned your fucking lesson yet? It's so fucking hard, bruh. Like, I learned it so fucking hard. I'm so sick of this shit. Whatever. It is what it fucking is. And then he's like, you need to talk to your spirit team, and you not need to tell them to get loud. And I was like, okay. So I did. And then I'm door dashing, and I'm hungry, and I have no money, and I'm gonna be door dashing all day. And I am like, and it's something he said. He said, have you ever told the universe, like, you're hungry? And I was like, no, why would I do that? And he was like, well, why would the universe feed you if it doesn't know you're hungry? And so I'm driving, and I'm like, universe, I'm hungry. Like, I am hungry. And the universe does what the universe fucking does. And this goes back to her sense of humor, because then I get a fucking order for like $15. And I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. I get it in like 15 seconds. I go over to the restaurant, and I'm gonna park on the street. I'm like about to flip a Yui, and all of a sudden I decide to like look, and there's a parking spot. And I'm like, oh, how fortuitous that there's a parking spot. There's never parking over here. So I pull into the parking spot. I get out of my car, and I look down, and I see this. And it says, you've got heart, spirit, and a one-time boost use to enhance spirit by manifesting. And it's a 2 of hearts. And it's got a little sigil on it. I'm a little witchy bitch. I was like, what the fuck? There's another one. There's another one. Okay, and this one, the rating's a little hard, but it says lucky card. It's a 2 of diamonds. Lucky card. The Fae and a rabbit foot. Something in a single diamond pair. Manifest or pay it forward. Lucky you. And I pick these cards up, and I'm like, this is a sign from the fucking universe. Like, I just got this order. I just got this parking spot. I just got these cards. Like, what the fuck is happening? Okay, cool. And then I go, and I drop these orders off. And as I drop these orders off, there's a car right in front of me that says, the world is yours, ... I'm like, universe, what are you on? What are you playing? You're playing, girl. Did you see that? Spirit is with us. So, and then I get a DoorDash order, and it takes me to the newest location of the restaurant that I talked about that I saw in Portland. It's called Vertical Diner. And again, it's a new location. They just opened. I literally never go there. I never eat in there. I get an order to go there. And it doesn't even occur to me to think about the Oregon coincidence at this point. But I walk in, and Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi is playing. And I am giggling. I'm giggling. I'm like, the universe got mad fucking jokes. The universe has jokes. Okay. And so I'm like, all right, Pursuit of Happiness. Got you. Heard. All right, cool. Cool. And, I'm giggling, so the lady there asked me why I'm giggling, so I share about this sequence of events. And I was a little hungry, so I already ate it. But she then proceeds to give me an almond bar on the house. So nice. And this is at the point that I remember that in May, after I talked to the water, I had this same kind of fortuitousness with coming across this diner, and like the inspiration that it led to me lighting this fire to build my bakery in 2 locations. Like, one bakery was already gonna be a fucking thing, but 2 bakeries in 2 different states, like, that's crazy. But if somebody could do it, I think I could fucking do it. And what's even cooler is, like, after I made this decision, pretty much everybody that I had already decided I wanted to be on my team comes to me, and they're like, I don't really know how to describe it, but, like, I just, like, really want to go to Portland. And I'm like, So, fun fact, we're gonna go to Portland and we're gonna make this shit happen. Anyway, now I'm sitting in my car and I'm decompressing and I'm taking a little break. And I deserve it. But I was just sitting here thinking about how the universe works because I thought everything was falling apart again. And I was laughing to keep it together. I just had a dream about this. I've been here before, so this is an important moment for me. But I was laughing about it, and I just like realized, even when I felt like the universe was not working out in my favor, the universe was actually like working out in my favor, and it was like reminding me and aligning me with like the shit that I actually fucking care about, and like reaffirming to me that I'm like where I'm supposed to be and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, even if it feels like fucking shit. Like, and that the real question is like, what am I trying to align to? And am I listening to my intuition? Am I listening to myself? I know the answers. I'm the universe and the universe is I. I know the answers. Am I listening to them? Am I implementing them? Am I moving with them? And that's what the water taught me is, am I moving in flow? Am I surrendering? And wow, you know a little bit more about me. So yay. I also think that this is a really important opportunity for potential reflection for whoever like comes across this message, because maybe like me, you're not as in flow as you thought you were, or maybe you're as exactly in flow as you thought you were, or maybe there's room for improvement, or maybe everything's just fine. Take what you want from this, but it's just always such a fucking trip to realize like how loved we actually are and how much we're actually watched over. Like, I was feeling a little abandoned, and turns out I was never fucking abandoned. So I'm so fucking tired that I'm literally having a hard time keeping my eyes open. So I'm gonna let you go. But I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And I'm so happy you exist.